Hi, this is Lara at Elliott Wave Stock Market with the fourth video in this educational series, which will look at threes, which subdivide as either zigzags or flats. The easiest, most common type of three is a simple zigzag. This is a diagram of a single zigzag in a bull market. The zigzag moves against the main trend and it subdivides 5, 3, 5. The A wave within a zigzag subdivides into a 5-wave structure. Sometimes we have double zigzags, which is two zigzags joined by a simple 3 in the opposite direction. This subdivides 5, 3, 5, 3, 5, 3, 5. The first zigzag in the double is labelled W at 1 degree higher. The 3 in the opposite direction is labelled X, and the second zigzag of the double is labelled Y. Double zigzags have a purpose to deepen the correction. When the first zigzag of a correction has not moved price far enough in the opposite direction, then an analyst should look out for the possibility of a double zigzag, which is actually a reasonably common structure. Triple zigzags, on the other hand, are very rare structures, and you should only label a movement as a triple zigzag if all the subdivisions fit perfectly. It's all the same as a double to this point here, and then we have a third zigzag joined by another 3, a simple 3 in the opposite direction, which is labelled X, and then a third zigzag, 5, 3, 5, deepens the correction even further. The purpose of very rare triple zigzags is to move the correction strongly against the main trend. Triple and double zigzags should not move price sideways, they should move price in the corrective direction against the main trend. These are the main rules for zigzags. A zigzag should always subdivide into 3 waves, which subdivide into 5, 3, 5. Wave B within a zigzag never moves beyond the start of A. Waves A and C can only subdivide as impulses or diagonals. And the B wave within a zigzag must subdivide into a 3, a triangle, or a combination. Flats, on the other hand, move price sideways. They move price against the main trend, but not as sharply as zigzags. A simple regular flat subdivides 3, 3, 5, and this is the main differentiating feature between zigzags and flats. The subdivision of the A wave for a flat is as a 3. A regular flat has a B wave which ends around about the same point as the A wave, and a C wave which ends slightly beyond the end of the A wave, so the whole structure moves price sideways. The most common type of flat, though, is an expanded flat. An expanded flat also subdivides 3, 3, 5, but the B wave within an expanded flat moves price to 105% the length of the A wave, making a new price extreme beyond the start of the A wave. And the C wave moves price substantially beyond the end of the A wave. The overall look of an expanded flat is of sideways movement in an ever-increasing range. Running flats are quite rare. They subdivide the same, 3, 3, 5. The B wave moves beyond the start of the A wave, usually not by too much, and the C wave is slightly truncated, failing to move beyond the end of the A wave. It still moves price against the main trend. All of these diagrams are corrections for within a bull market, so they're all moving price lower, and this one starts high, ends low, so it has moved against the main trend, but the overall look of the structure is skewed in the main trend direction. If an analyst wants to label a movement as a running flat, it's important to check that the subdivisions are correct, particularly of the B wave within it. One should only expect to see a running flat in the middle of a very strong movement in the main trend direction, such as in the middle of a third wave. Flats can also copy themselves into multiples. So we can have a single flat, either a running flat, a regular flat, or an expanded flat. It can double itself to be a double flat, and then the first structure in the double, a flat correction, subdivides 3, 3, 5. The first and second of the double are joined by a simple 3 in the opposite direction labelled x, and the second flat in the double also subdivides 3, 3, 5. And very rarely we can also have triple flats. The first flat in the triple is labelled w, it's joined by a 3 in the opposite direction, joining the first and second flats. The second is labelled y, and the third flat, very rarely if there is one, is labelled z. Again, if you think you have a triple flat correction, it's very important to check all of the subdivisions subdivide correctly. All of the a's must subdivide as 3's, all of the b's must subdivide as 3's, and the c's must subdivide as 5's. The purpose of single, double and triple flats is to move price sideways. So quite in contrast to double and triple zigzags, flats should move price sideways, not strongly against the main trend. The main basic rules for flats are as follows. Flats subdivide into 3 waves, which subdivide 3, 3, 5. Wave B within a flat always retraces at least 90% the length of wave A and can move beyond the start of the A wave. Within a flat, the C wave always subdivides into either an impulse or a diagonal. It must subdivide as a 5-wave structure.